Hey, what's going on, beautiful team Cancer? This is Brandon over at my channel. Wow, here to bring you your energetic reading. It's September. We just got out of the harvest moon energy. I hope you all had a wonderful Friday the 13th, as odd as that may sound. I hope you all were able to take advantage of those wonderful energies swirling about. Maybe get a little bit of gain from whatever happened for you over the course of that event. It should have been good. Not all Friday the 13th have that negative connotation that they like to apply to it. You know, that's just a superstition that people like to let fly sometimes. But, pardon me. I haven't made a video update in a while. I know I think the last one that I did was in August. I had to do a little bit of self-work of my own to really get back to where it is that I needed to be to do these kind of videos for you, and to really figure out what it is that I'm trying to do with these videos. You'll notice, especially if you've already seen some of mine before, that I don't have my readings don't sound like everybody else's. I don't do the normal kind of tarot read that people are used to coming to these readings to like expecting to find when they come to YouTube and get these kind of videos. I do spiritual enlightenment kind of thing, energetic chakra readings to help you along your spiritual path. If you'd like to think of me as a supplement or something to go right behind your normal tarot reading, your usual readers, that's exactly where I want to be at. I want to be in addition to what it is that you already gained from getting whatever kind of reading that you seek out when you come to these kind of videos. But let's moving forward, for those who've been with me in the past, I'll be doing kind of a hybrid of what I used to do. I used to do a weekly reading and one specifically for the weekend. Going forward, I'll be doing kind of an amalgamation of those. So what we're going to do is I'll be doing 3 cards for the single Cancer out there, 3 cards for the Cancer that's in a loving relationship, and 3 cards for the Cancer that's maybe a bit complicated and you're not sure where you stand, or maybe you're just trying to, sort things out for yourself and see where it is that you want to go with your life. But keep in mind that you're all Cancers at the end of the day, so you'll probably get information from all 3 of those groups of cards that I'm going to be pulling, because energy is fluid. It doesn't care what you think you are. It's going to give you the information that you need to receive in that moment. Okay, so don't be turned off of enjoying the entire reading just because you think, oh, I'm single, I'm this, I'm that. No, there's probably information for me there. They're usually kind of flow anyway, and you'll see that it usually works out in that way, oddly enough. But let's go ahead and get into it. I hope you guys have had a fantastic end to August. I hope that the first half of September has been strong for you. I hope that you were able to get exactly what it is that you needed from that harvest moon. Cards are shooting out already, which I really like. So we're going to go ahead and get into the reading without further ado. But for my single Cancer out there, you're starting out your week strong. The first card to pop out for you is Intuition. This is third eye energy, the ajna. You're coming out in strength this weekend, or this week to start, or from this reading on to start. Like I stopped making my readings date specific, because whenever you catch my video, that's when you catch it. You should watch it when you catch it, because I guarantee there's a message for you there. But yes, this is how you're starting out right now. As soon as you see this video, you know it's you. You're following your intuition. You've turned down all the noise, all the loud, wrong voices in your head, and you're listening to that inner quiet, that place that you can only reach when you go into meditation, when you're still and calm. It's just like looking into a pond. When there's ripples on the water, you can't see to the bottom. You can't see what's down there. You have to wait for it to calm down so that you can see what's swimming around in there. And that's exactly how the mind works. We're mostly water anyway. So think about it like that. You have to allow yourself to be still and calm in order to see exactly what it is you're supposed to see and where it is that you're supposed to go. But you're doing that. So keep doing that. Keep following that intuition, because it's not going to steer you wrong. It might challenge you sometimes. It's going to definitely challenge you, because it wants you to be willing to evolve yourself. But don't be afraid to listen to that and to take that walk, no matter how difficult it might seem. Next card to pop up for my beautiful Cancers out there is the Love card. This is the heart chakra, the anahata. Sorry about that. I'm still on that third eye energy. But this is a card telling you to make sure that you're opening yourself to receiving love, and that you're also doling it out as well. You don't want to close your heart chakra off by being stuck in resentful feelings, by being being caught up in things that really bring you down and make you feel some kind of way. No, you want to pull yourself out and latch yourself on to the things that pull you up out of the ground and ignite that flare in your body that just sparks from within. You know, you want to allow love to be your guidance system. If the solar is the missile, the love is the guidance system that tells it where to go. It's the heat seeker. All right. So allow that for yourself. Allow that pure love. You deserve it. You don't deserve to feel that you aren't loved. That's not something that any of us should feel, no matter what position you call yourself, single, in love, or whatever. You should never be in a position where you feel like you don't deserve love, because we all do. The next card up for my beautiful Cancer out there is Vasuddha energy. This is will. This is our willingness to express ourselves in a way that's beautiful, in a way that's comforting, in a way that's charming. You know, this is the self-control that allows us to assert ourselves without being overpowering. Okay? We want to make sure that we're coming in smooth, all right? We're coming in hot and smooth, all right? When you be like the turtle. Yeah, sure, it's crawling through the desert, and turtles aren't known for their speed. So this turtle is not getting where it needs to go as quick as maybe some other creatures on the planet, but it's got the will to continue on and to do it in strength, every foot in front of the other. There's never any doubt within the placement of those feet on its journey. So allow this for yourself, and don't be afraid to speak up and speak out so that you're communicating honestly, openly, with integrity, so you don't get caught in the web of deceit, lies, and bullcrap that a lot of people can tend to swim in whenever they feel like they should appease somebody and say something that really doesn't, that's really not them, that they don't identify with. I'm going to give it another shuffle for my beautiful Cancerian in love. See what we have for you. Wait for the cards to jump out at us because they like to do that. What do we have for the beautiful Cancer in a loving relationship? Hopefully it's nice and healthy for you. Hopefully things are going good between you and your mate. What do we have? Oh, there we go. Pop, pop, pop. Love it. Pardon me while I get out the frame to pick up my work here. But the first card to pop up for the beautiful Cancer in love is forgiveness. Heart chakra energy still. Like I said, the cards kind of flow, so you can take information as it comes. But this is telling you to be... You got to forgive yourself before you can forgive or think that you have forgiven anybody else. And you have to be willing to forgive others so that you can forgive yourself. It's kind of a catch-22 situation. It's circular. Everything comes back. It's the chakras are wheels. They all spin round and round and round. So whatever you give out is exactly what you get back. If you're closing yourself off to being willing to forgive somebody, then somebody's not going to be willing to forgive you. If you're opening yourself up to forgiving somebody, they're going to forgive you, because we should all want to get back to a place of benefit for each other. We want to be healthy to each other, no matter what has happened. If they didn't kill anybody, then it's not all that bad. And you can usually find your way back, or at least find a neutral ground that you can say, sure, maybe I don't want to be, as close as I have been to you, but we can rebuild towards that. We can get over this hump together. Remember, this is you could take this as a single, you could take this as being in a couple as well. You have to be willing to forgive somebody for what they have done so that you can bring the healthy energy back into your union, back into your partnership, back into whatever relationship it is that there is problems within. And if it's something that you did, you have to be willing to forgive yourself before you can expect anybody else to want to forgive you. So you have to be willing to do the work on your own heart to figure out exactly what it is that's the problem, solve it, get rid of it, or mend it into something that's even better than it was before. Next card to pop out from my beautiful Cancerian in love is compassion. The lotus is a card of love, a card of creation, a card of pure awareness of what it is to be a light being. You can't be a light worker if you're not compassionate. You can't be a light worker without forgiveness, without love. If you call yourself a light worker and you are not willing to allow that anahata energy, the heart chakra energy, to guide you, to steer you, then you're not doing the right things. You're doing a lot of shadow work. It's not light work. So let's make sure that we're opening ourselves up, being compassionate, being willing to put yourself in the other person's shoes and see where they're coming from if they messed up, and try to figure out why that was. Be willing to have that rough conversation if it needs to happen, so that you can get back to a place of benefit for each other, of health, of nourishment to each other. Okay? And the next card to pop up for my beautiful Cancer is sacral chakra energy. This card has been coming up for a lot of my readings, and we all need to bring the Svadhisthana back into our lives. That's a Sanskrit word for sweetness. And we all need that. We require that in order for our heart and our solar to get back into alignment with our higher self. If we don't allow this, if we close off our sacral energy, we start to have desires that do not serve us at all. They're addictive things. They're desires that bring us down into negativity. Desires that pull us from exactly what it is our full potential could be, because we're down here playing in the mud instead of up on top of the mountain and basking in the sunshine. So don't allow yourself to take the low path. If it's a challenge to you, that's on purpose. The source does not give us anything that we can't handle, but source also likes to try to challenge us to take the next step, to climb the next peak and see exactly where it is that we can go. So be willing to take that jump. Do things that bring sweetness into your life. Try to remember the people that are in your life and have been in your life that have brought that wonderful feeling of just being yourself and being loved for what it is that you are. And find that within your partner. If you're in a union, then that's exactly what's going to fix things and bring things back into a place of clarity. And get rid of all that disillusionment, all that uncomfortable, negative energy that has maybe divided your union. You have to be willing to not only give that Svadhisthana sweetness, but also be willing to receive it. Okay? And you are valued. You are worth it. You do deserve to have things in your life that you truly want and desire, because they feed your soul. All right? And we're going to get a couple of cards from my complicated Cancers out there. I know how it is sometimes, you know. We like to play the field sometimes, get out there and have some fun. And sometimes we just don't know where we stand with somebody. So let's see if we can gain a little bit of insight into what it is that's holding you up. The first card that's coming up for the complicated Cancer out there is Crown energy, is faith energy. This is you right now. You're finding your way back in to believing in something, believing in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, what do you believe in? If you doubt yourself, then what are you sure about? If you doubt yourself, how can you be 100 about somebody else? And how can they be 100 about you if you're not sure what you are, what you want, what you believe, what you desire? Take faith as that comes. It doesn't have to necessarily be something with the dogma of religion. Sometimes it takes believing in yourself and believing in something, coming to your own conclusion. You can't rely on somebody else's words to give you meaning and to define you. Sometimes you have to define that on your own. And that's what true crown energy is allowing your own divine regal energy to pour into you directly from source. You're doing that. You're walking along that path, no matter how complicated things may seem, no matter how complicated you may think you're making things for yourself, or no matter how confused you might be about where you stand, if you continue to walk in the faith of yourself, then you're going exactly where you need to go. So continue to do that. No matter how odd it may seem to others, speak your piece. Let them figure out things on their own, because we all have to do that. But continue to exist in a place of faith that really defines you. It's not somebody else's words bringing that into you. It's what you think, how you feel, what you desire, what it is that you believe in. That's your faith. The next card up for my beautiful Cancerian. This is what we want to start doing. Thinking about ways to speak our voice and speak in a beautiful way. The ajna is the inner voice. Our throat chakra is our actual existence in sound and vibration in the physical world. And we want to make sure that we're applying our highest self into the words that come out of our mouths. Because once they're out there, they're out there. You've spoken it. You're starting to manifest those things. And if you're manifesting a bunch of negativity with what you're speaking out into the world, you're going to notice it. If you're speaking confusion onto yourself, you're going to feel it. So let's make sure that whatever it is that we're saying, we take the time to compose ourselves so that we come from that beautiful regal poise, that crown energy, and we speak exactly what it is that we're trying to say, and we say it beautifully. We say it with grace. We say it with the essence of the divine, of source, of the creator, whatever you want to call that thing that you believe in, of yourself. We're speaking with our highest self. All right? And I'm going to pull one from the bottom to close things out. Look at that. We're staying in Vasuddha energy. We're staying with the throat chakra energy right here. We're going to use sound to our advantage. Not only coming from yourself, but make sure that you're allowing new kinds of sounds to bring you into harmony. Maybe you've been listening to some things that, kind of have a depressive tone to them, and you're getting all caught up in your feels, and you're not sure exactly what it is that is bringing you down. Use sound to your advantage, because sometimes you can listen to one song and take anger into happiness, take depression into exuberance. Use sound to your advantage, because it can pull you out from the depths. It can bring you exactly where you want to go. I remember playing football and basketball and stuff, and we'd listen to certain tracks and get souped, get hyped just from listening to that harmony, or listening to the words of a song. And realize this can take you in the other direction as well. If you're listening to a lot of sad, sappy stuff, guess how you're going to feel. So let's make sure that we're using sound to our advantage. The sound of the laughter of children is a wonderful detox from the adult world. It can bring you back into connection with your inner child. Things like these are what you can put into action for yourself, so that you are harmonious. Whenever you open your mouth, you're speaking directly from that mind crown combination, and you're speaking your highest conversative tone. Well, that's all I have for you for now, Cancer. I hope you really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed giving you this message. Like I said, I'll be more consistent and try not to take another month off unless I need to. You know how self-work goes. But thank you for your spiritual team for bringing us together. And thank you to mine for pulling us together as well. Until we speak again, continue to take care of yourself and take care of everybody else as much as you can. I love you guys. Peace. Namaste.